there, my name is Jillian Keller and I am a graduate of Clay High School from 2014. I'm also a recruiter here in Toledo for a company called Welltower, which is a real estate investment trust. Today I'm just going to be talking to you a little bit about how to interview, how to stand out, and then some tips for a successful interview process. So number one, I just want to talk to you about the three most important qualities. Number one would be to have passion and excitement for the role that you're interviewing for. That would be absolutely the number one most important thing to talk about. Number two, you want to have some confidence when you are interviewing for the position. And number three, you want to make sure you're able to properly communicate your background and articulate, your experience, your qualifications to make sure that, they can assess you to see whether you're the best fit for the role. Some tips to stand out in the interview process. Again, I'll go over three of those tips. Number one is to always thank your interview during the interview process. Thank your interviewer, I should say, for taking the time out of their day to talk to you, have a phone call with you, or an in-person meeting with you. Number two, you should always think about how to better your resume and your background. And the best way, in my opinion, to do that is to gain experience. I don't think it's ever too early to get more experience, whether it be a paid or an unpaid internship. Regardless, having something to talk about in the interview process and how to kind of bolster your experience and your overall qualifications in any way possible would be the best way to do that. And number three is to consistently follow up with the team that you're interviewing with. So if you are going through the interview process with a company, you want to make sure you're following up with them. In my opinion, I think on either wait a couple of days, or at least follow up with them on a weekly basis, and ask for some sort of timeline, whether, what that timeline looks like when they are going to be making the hiring decision. So those are a few things that I like to talk about and how to stand out, making sure that your resume is constantly up to date and making things very concise on your resume, always checking whether you can spell correctly, making sure that things are communicated in chronological order, I think is the most important way to do that. And then, like I said, to continue to get more experience throughout your career. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you and hopefully meeting some of you guys in person. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.